My name is Carriage. I live and work in the Campbelltown area of Macarthur, the Tharawal people. I come from the south coast, from the Yuin clan, and from the Gunai people of the Victoria Gippsland area. That's where my family's all from, down that way. I quit because about 15 years ago now I did a program with the local area health service on passive smoking in children, and so I started reading a lot of information, and I started thinking, I had 2 children, I had a son with asthma as well, and just smoking in the car and just smoking in the house. And so I started to read all this information. I did some stuff, surveys and projects with community, and found out that people didn't know enough about smoking neither. I didn't like the way that I felt when I woke up in the morning. I didn't like the dry skin, the smelly hair, the pillows stinking, and the teeth and all that sort of stuff. And I just didn't look well at all. And so I started to work my way in for quitting smoking that way. But the reading actually set me off, actually just reading and doing a project in the community about smoking, especially around children, because people do not know the effects of smoking in children. You may as well give a child a cigarette, because the second-hand smoke has just got the same amount of chemicals as a cigarette. I smoked from I was about 15, 16 when I started, and I finished at 31 actually. I worked out about 15, 16 years I smoked for. Friends, social activity, girls in the loo at school, just all the thing. My parents were both heavy smokers, they were. And it was just the things to do. It was the 80s. It was, but that's what it did. It was all social sort of thing around and looking. It wasn't to look cool. It wasn't to look anything. It was for me to fit in with the other group, because I just did that with the girls in the loo. A packet would last me over 2 days. So that's about 25 a day cigarettes. And depending too, if I was out with friends, I'd smoke almost a packet in a night as well, which is a lot of cigarettes. I've been a non-smoker now for 15 years. Breaking those habits of smoking and what I associated cigarettes with, and that was something that, because I like coffee, and so I'd have a cigarette and a coffee in the morning and stuff like that. And so I also I had to change the way, like talking on the telephone, so I put a short cord on my phone so I couldn't walk away from the phone, because I used to take it out and sit outside and smoke and drink coffee. So lots of things like that. I changed the lifestyle. I actually swam for 12 months. I had to swim. I had to do something to replace this habit. So I didn't drink coffee. I went off alcohol for 12 months. My friends and my social networks, I stopped them smoking in my house, and that was very hard, because people go, oh, what, are you going to be one of those non-smokers now? And I'm going, yes, I am. If you only knew what was going in your system, you would stop too. And then just the whole, and so I just made them all go outside, and they respected it. They had to do it. They did it because they didn't, And then a lot of my friends started to not smoke in their house, and so things started to change. And my last friend, who was the last smoker, just quit about 4 weeks ago. I'm so proud of her. So we've got a group of friends that don't smoke, which is, I think it just starts one person to start that off. I can remember waking up and that coughing and congestion in my lungs, and the smell and all that, and just to eat and taste food for what it really is. And and so I do enjoy a coffee now. I'm very fussy about my coffee. It's got to be good coffee, can't be instant. But I like a good coffee, and I like really nice food and stuff, and I can actually smell things, and that was something too. But also my fitness level, I can walk and talk. Before I couldn't. I can run now. I'm actually doing boot camp again. I do a lot of hiking, and I like to be active, and when I was smoking it wasn't, and I'm not a slave to a little white stick. That's what really annoyed me. I was a slave to every 15 to 20 minutes I'd get up off my desk, go have a coffee, sit out, have a smoke, take a paper, read it, have a smoke, maybe have 2, and it just broke your concentration of work pattern. It broke your thought. You weren't productive, because you're constantly being a slave to this cigarette. And the cost started going up as well, which was another big thing for me as well. Whatever you believe about smoking, that it reduces your weight, it's for stress, it stops your baby from being bigger, is all a myth. It's a lie, and it doesn't work. It's just to keep healthy, to look young, to to keep your weight at a normal level is a healthy lifestyle, and smoking is not part of that healthy lifestyle. And I think that people need to wake up that we're paying big companies money to kill us. And that's the reality of it. You're paying, what is it, $20, $30 a pack for the privilege of being sick. And then my girlfriend, that's what she said. She goes to me, she goes, what really annoys you, and she's like, when she said, what really annoyed me at the end of the day, and I really sat down and thought about it, was that I'm paying, and she said, I'm paying these guys money to kill me.